Hi everyone, I'm Greg, Bioinformatter on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Moxfield, and I am Bioinformatter underscore actual on Threads and Instagram. I received four of these gift bundle editions for the Lord of the Magic, the Magic the Gathering universes beyond the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth. So they have these gift bundles. I've already opened the first one in great detail, and I actually got some good hits out of it. Um, so we'll see what our luck is with this. But this one, I'm gonna kind of like do this. For the rest, I'm gonna kind of do the speed edition. So I'm just gonna start cracking in. But essentially, you get your lands, you get your eight set boosters. There's a four scene display of borderless cards, foils, including the One Ring. So you're automatically getting the One Ring, but just by getting the bundle. There's a spin down, and then there's a box. So there's nothing fancy about the box on the inside or anything. So there's a Bilbo scene in their little mini poster that they put in these boxes, and then there's the Wizard's rockets with Gandalf. Okay, we have our box. Uh, this. So the punch outs. We have our spin down counter. So it's kind of like reddish or amber kind of color to it with a lot of fancy scroll work on it and some glittery stuff on the inside. And where? Oh, there we go. There's the ring symbol there. So that's the 20. Okay. We have our two land packs. So we've got one of them that's just, that's probably the standard lands. And this one has probably got the foil lands in it, but it also has the four card scene. We'll be opening that. There's a collector booster. So, is there any spicy stuff to be gained from that? And here are eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 set booster packs. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side. So first, let's look at that scene card set. So we got Sam, we got Frodo, Sauron's Bane, we've got Gollum, Thasian Plotter, and the One Ring. Put those sideways so that we got more room to do this. I believe it kind of goes like that. So that's the Mount Doom scene, including the One Ring. Which is a good card for this set. So it's very, very pretty in this borderless foil kind of treatment. Okay. And then the rest are just the foil versions of the lands. From that. Okay. So, we're going to do the set boosters first. So we have art cards. So that's just a mountain. And we have a Mapland mountain. Galadrim bow. Shower of arrows. Shire scarecrow. Revive the Shire. Lost to Legend. Grima Worm Tongue. Aerith of the Healing House. Lash of the Balrog in Borderless. Assault on Osgiliath. Mass Orcs X, then Goblins and Orcs you control gain double strike and haste until end of turn. War of the Last Alliance. I don't know if I've seen this one before or not. So the saga, the first two steps are search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Okay, that's tutoring. Then creatures you control, final thing is creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn, and the ring tempts you. So that really lets you set up a game plan and go for it. Go to the punchy step. Took Reaper. When it dies, the ring tempts you, so that's just a foil common. And as a token, we got the ring kind of reminder card. So it tells you that what happens on each step as you add more counters to it, and it's got rules on the back about the One Ring, and it's also perforated so that you can rip off the top part as a representative of the One Ring if you want to put with your card that's going to be the ring bearer. Okay, give ourselves a Gandalf art card. Learn from the past. And a plains. Cast into the fire. Smite the Deathless. Battle-scarred Goblin. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Lorien revealed. Butterbury Innkeeper. Rosy Cotton of South Lane. Nope, that's still uncommon. Okay. Peregrine Took. So if one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. I've been able to put that one into action. Quick Beam Upstart Ent in Borderless. Okay, a Mythic. Witch King of Angmar. So there's the whole thing with the Nazgul uncommon cards being hard to get and also expensive. So this is going to fit in with them, I think. Flying, whenever one or more creatures deal combat damage to you, each opponent sacrifices a creature that dealt combat damage to you this turn. The ring tempts you. And discard a card. Witch King of Angmar gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. So, I don't know what it's worth, but it sounds like a good hit to me. But Golem's Bite is an uncommon foil and an orc army. Okay. Treebeard Gracious Host. is the art card. We got a foil island this time around. Generous Ent. Mushroom Watchdogs. Snarling Warg. Oliphant. Mirkwood Spider. Mahur Rakai Captain. A Book of Mazarbul. Old Man Willow. Meriadoc Brandybuck. Showcase. Gloin Dwarf Emissary. Ooh, and we got a foil showcase Tom Bombadil. That's nice. So, I think this one has to do with sagas. As long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas you control, Tom Bombadil has hexproof and indestructible. And when the final chapter ability of a saga you control resolves, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a saga card, put that card onto the battlefield, and the rest onto the bottom of your library in random order, and this ability triggers only once each turn. So you get to refresh your sagas. So if you can get one out and have this out, yeah, so that sounds good. And just a busted token. Does nothing. Okay. Okay, I think I know who that is. Boromir, probably? Yeah, Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Island? Mapland? Wizard's Rockets? Ents Fury? Great Hall of the Citadel. So this is just a common utility land. Gimli's Axe. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. Ymir of the Rimmark. Prince Imrahil the Fair. Knights of Dol Amroth. So it's common, but borderless. Rivendell, borderless. So Rivendell enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. But you can pay 1 and a blue and tap, and scry 2, activate only if you control a legendary creature. 1 ring to rule them all. So the ring tempts you. Then each player mills cards equal to your ring bearer's power. Then destroy all non-legendary creatures. And then each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. Okay. Gimli's Fury is the foil common out of the pack, and a food token. So I just played the food deck last night. Yeah, I made and utilized a lot of food. Okay. The art card is Frodo Baggins. Swamp. Brandywine Farmer. Took Reaper. Nimble Hobbit. East Farthing Farmer. Meriadoc Brandybuck. Bilbo Retired Burglar. Barrow Blade. There's Frogo Baggins. Nasty End. Borderless. Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Lothlorien, Lookout. Foil. And Implode as a list card. So destroy target land, draw a card. So targeted land destruction. Okay. Okay, so now this is the same scene as the poster. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. So I was thinking this was the Wizards. It's Wizards rockets are going off, but it's Gandalf, Friend of the Shire is the actual scene. A Plains Mapland. Mirkwood Bats. So that's pretty nasty with the food deck, with creating and sacrificing tokens. Ithilien Kingfisher. Dunlad Crebain. Deceive the Messenger. Strider, Ranger of the North. Eowyn, Lady of Rohan. Reprieve. Faramir, Field Commander. Rising of the Day in Borderless. Call of the Ring. So at the beginning of your upkeep, the ring tempts you, and whenever you choose a creature as your ring bearer, you may pay 2 life if you do draw a card. And then Saruman the White in foil. And a food token. Okay, so this art card is foil stamped. But it's the Dead Marshes. So I'm just going to look at it on the side like that. It's the Dead Marshes. Okay. We have a Plains foil mapland. Gimli's Fury. Erebor Flamesmith. Bag End Porter. Miramir Guardian. Denethor Ruling Steward. Rise of the Witch King. Shadow Summoning. Legolas, Counter of Kills. Galadriel of Lothlorien. So whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than Galadriel as your ring bearer, scry 3. And whenever you scry, you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card revealed this way, put it onto the battlefield tapped. So that was a borderless edition. This is the regular edition. And then Lost to Legend in foil. And Collective Restraint is the list card. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays X for each creature attacking you, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Okay, so if you get a multicolor deck, you can make it harder for them to attack. I don't know at which point. Well, I mean, even I guess paying it all to attack you at least is some sort of deterrent. Um, but you could make it more reliable at higher numbers of colors in the deck. And I have no clue if that has any particular worth or not, value-wise, money-wise. Okay, so this is some kind of work. Ugluk of the White Hand. Planes. Eastmark Cavalier. Westfield Rider. Esquire of the King. Knights of Dol Amroth. Gollum Patient Plotter. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Tale of Tenuviel. Gift of Strands. And the borderless version of Mirkwood Bats. So if you're going to use them, do it in style. Delighted Halfling. So that's a decent hit. I have to revisit the values and see how things have changed. Mary Doc Brandybuck in foil showcase. And Fall of Thran is my list card out of this pack. So 1 is destroy all lands, and then 2 and 3 are each player returns 2 land cards from their graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so that was the set packs. These are a mystery box. I don't know what the values are here. I would think that this one might be better, but I will have to check. As far as hits here, the Delighted Halfling is the big thing. I don't know about the Call of the Ring or Rivendell. I think Tom is a decent hit. Witch King, maybe. So I mean it's decent. I don't know that it's a terrific haul. We got the bats, but we didn't get a Bowmasters. So we're limited on the fancy for this set out of the set ones. But let's see if the collector back kind of puts us over the top. Let's hope for some lucky pulls here. Okay. Soothing of Smeagol. Mushroom Watchdogs. Shire Terrace. Fall of Orthanc. Old Man Willow. Foray of Orcs. A foil mountain mapland. Boromir, Warden of the Tower in foil. Delighted Halfling, borderless. Or no, extended art. Wake of the Dragon, extended art. Frodo Baggins Showcase. Frodo Sauron's Bane in Showcase. There's Mirkwood Bats in Borderless. And Oliphant in Borderless Foil. And Pippin Guard of the Citadel in Showcase Foil. So Vigilance and Ward 1, and another tap, another target creature you control, against protection from the card type of your choice until end of turn. Okay, and a food token with tentacle token on the back. So, yeah, so the Delighted Halfling is the pull out of that. I don't know what the value is going for, but I think that that's, you know, if you were to go just buy a collector pack, I don't think just this is enough to justify the value of it, the price of it. Okay, so this definitely wasn't as good as the first box. But there are, I mean, it's nice to have the shiny foil showcase versions of things. And Boromir and File, maybe that's worth a little. But yeah, so it's like getting 2 Delighted Halflings in here, one of them regular and one of them extended art. Isn't terrible, but not a whole lot to be excited about out of this one. So I've got two more shots at the goal. So stick around, then I've got 2 more coming for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.